Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Back in the northeast of England. Very sunny day. Been blessed with this weather recently. Anyway, I'm on the Gateshead side of the River Tyne. That's the Tyne Bridge that you can see in the background. Currently undergoing extensive repairs. Which is going to take 4 years, apparently. Anyway, thought we'd just have a look around some, a couple, maybe more, time permitting, a couple of music venues in and around Newcastle and Gateshead, starting with the Sage. Isn't she a beaut? From the Newcastle side of the river, let's see if we can get a panorama shot of the quayside. There's the Sage in the background. Similar to the Sydney Opera House in design, I guess, from this distance anyway. It's the Tyne River. Don't go swimming in it. Let's have a head over the Millennium Bridge. To be fair to Newcastle Council, they've changed this a lot over the last 30 years. A lot of stolen cars used to end up in the Tyne, like, I mean, it was just full of Ford Cosworths at one point. But it's a really nice area now. Incidentally, I keep calling it the Sage. It's now called the Glasshouse International Centre for Music. I'll explain why when I get up there, but it was called the Sage from when it was built. Now when you just get stuck calling something the name that you originally knew it by. Don't come this way if you're wheelchair bound. This is the main entrance, which looks to be closed, but this is usually where you get in when there's a gig. The main venue, there's a main hall, slightly smaller, hall 2, and a foundation hall, each with different capacities. And you can see why they've changed the name to the Glass House, really, can't you? I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of glass involved in this. Just came around the other side to see if the door was open, but it's not. There's a sign saying ticket holders only. So for whatever reason, maybe there's a certain day or time when you can go in and just get a drink, because you used to be able to, there's cafes and bars and stuff in there. So anyway, that seems a little bit strange. I'll add some pics of the internal, what it looks like internally. I'll add to the video just to give you an idea. And this is the view that you get when you pop out for your smoke break or when you're waiting for the gig to start. You get to enjoy the scenic views of Newcastle quayside. It's the law courts. couple of Royal Navy ships. There's a Royal Navy headquarters just out of view there. So that's where they park the ships. It's where the Tuxedo Royale used to be. Someone mentioned that place on my previous video. It's no longer there because it basically rusted to death. I'm gonna bore you to death with every single angle of this building, but it's certainly impressive. Like, plus I've seen some interesting artwork on the way around. Let's have a look at that. Who's this for? I cannot work out who that was meant to be. I thought maybe Keith Flint from The Prodigy, but I'm not sure. Like, didn't look that muscle bound in real life. Anyway, there's Gil Scott. Gil Scott Heron, the legend. Off to the great gig in the sky. A little bit of a tribute to him there. The first revolution is when you change your mind. Gil Scott Heron. Got a point.
You may not have a great deal of time.
Homer Simpson on the mic. Is Lisa enjoying the tunes? Right. Found a sneaky little back way. Leads to the stage. Let's take the back route. Check out some of this graffiti. Obviously done by local graffiti artists. Adds a bit of colour, doesn't it? Anyway, keep calling this the stage. It's not, it's the Glasshouse International Centre for Music, formerly known as the Sage. Now, I mentioned that earlier. It's going to be, what they're doing is, which I'll hopefully be able to get some footage of, they're building a separate arena next door to this building. And here's a drawing of another local lad, Gateshead lad, AC/DC frontman, Brian Johnson, by Nicole Ranson. A dramatic painting of rock musician Brian Johnson mid-performance using bold colours. It's good, I like it. Back to the graffiti. I've been to a few gigs here, just off the top of my head. I saw Morrissey, who must have been in Hall 1, 1600 venue, which is still quite intimate for somebody Morrissey's stature. Anyway, it was a cracking gig, and the sound quality in this stage is just unbelievable. Like, the acoustics of the place is just phenomenal. Who else did I see? Ben Folds, I saw again, just him and his piano.
Save me from the squeeze. I've got a big fat mama trying to break me, and I love to live so pleasantly and live this life of a luxury, lazing on a Sunday afternoon, kicking it high.
Yellowman and Dillinger, who might be of more interest to people on this channel. I found some footage of Yellowman performing here actually. I'll see if I can get some and add it to this video. But that man just never stops. Still going, still touring as far as I know. I think this was back in 2012, I believe. That's when that was. And someone else, Ryan Adams. That's Ryan, not Brian. Again, just him, acoustic guitar, jumping from acoustic guitar into his piano. The sound quality was just amazing. Like. So it's definitely highly recommended for that. Probably the best place in Newcastle, I would say, for sound. The only downside to it is it's a bit of a Nazi regime going on. You know, even if you need to go to the toilet, you have to wait until between songs before they'll open the door to let you out. You know, it's not the most relaxed venue. I'm talking about hall 1, the main hall. The second hall is where I saw Yellowman, and it's less imposing, like it's a bit more freedom of movement and stuff. This, which obviously just looks like a building site at the moment, but I mean it's right next to it. That's where the stage is, and this is going to be the site of the new arena. So fingers crossed. It was scheduled to be finished this year, but it's not looking promising, is it? So I think it's been put back to 2027. So we'll see what. But we need a venue. We need an arena for. Actually, let's get a clearer shot. But let's hope that gets a decent arena and bring more people to the area. Right, I think that's me done with the Sage. I'm going to keep calling it the Sage. I couldn't care less. Let's shoot off. I'm going to have a walk along the Newcastle side and let's go to the Clooney. Definitely my favourite venue in the Newcastle area. Anyway, I'll see you there.